Chetodharpanamarjanam Bhavamahadavagninirvatam Shriya-kaira-vachandrakravitaranam Vidyavadurivanam Anandam Durivardhanam Pratipadam Puranamritasvaram Sarvatma Snapanam Padam Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the UK Sankirtan podcast, a marathon special. Today we've got a lovely guest, Anagha Suri Prabhu from Folkestone. He's the new Folkestone Sankirtan leader, and he's agreed. I've twisted his arm, and he's coming on the podcast to share some wisdom. So welcome on, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, back to Rupa Prabhu.
Nice. So I know you're you run a business and you're a family man, and you kind of recently got into kind of doing some Sankirtan in the last couple of years, right?
Yeah, I must admit, I'm somewhat way out of my depth. Sankirtan doesn't come naturally to me. It's not my forte, shall we say. But I, as my Guru Maharaj said, just touch the pavement. So that's what I try and do, and try and just pray for the mercy of the Vaishnavas and the Guru Parampara that I can be of some use and help these lost souls connect back to Krishna. In Kent here, we have these little free libraries. I don't know if you have them around where you are, but so we have a couple of devotees that go around to all these little free libraries and distribute books. We also, myself and my wife Madeira, we've been calling hotels, care homes, schools, and it's amazing how especially schools have been very, very receptive, especially in this current age. I think depression is high, tensions are high, even for the teachers as well as students. We know, self-harming is on the rise with young children because, they're depressed, they're searching, they're calling out for something, and they need these books. We need to get them into these schools. Not only them, but the teachers as well. They're under huge amounts of pressure. Yeah, even care homes, these people a lot of these are end of life, and if they just see Prabhupada's book, or what to think of just touching and reading a page, it will be amazing for them.
No, that's nice. What's coming out there is this kind of mood of compassion, like trying to go out there and help people, because as you said, distributing books is out of your comfort zone, but yet you're still going out there and kind of is that what motivates you to kind of breach the comfort zone and hit the pavement?
Yeah, because I meditate and I always think about Prabhupada and what he did for us. Got on the Jaladuta on a cargo ship at a ripe old age when he could have stayed in Vrindavan. He made so much sacrifice to save the rest of the world, and I look at it as he saved me. If it wasn't for Prabhupada's books, I don't know where I would have been, and he's saved me. So for me, what makes me go out is just I want to please Prabhupada, because he's had a profound Prabhupada's books, his devotees, they've changed my life. So even if I can just get a book or someone to look at a book or someone to perform Agyata Sukriti or anything, just anything, anything on the book table or out on the streets, it's saving a soul, isn't it? It's getting them on their starting them, reconnecting them back with Krishna.
That's really nice. So also the gratitude is a great motivator as well, like I guess sometimes it's quite easy for us to forget what's actually contained within the books from time to time, like we just kind of, okay, I guess I've got to go and do this task of standing in the cold and giving out a book. You have any kind of realizations on the importance of Prabhupada's books specifically?
I mean, if you're not reading, like we said, you need the ABCDs, and if you're not associating, if you're not reading the books, if you're not chanting, if you're not doing deity worship, and if you're not surrounding yourself with devotees, it's just so much more difficult. So, and we're lucky at Folkestone because we read, as a family, we read the Bhagavatam 5 days a week, every morning for half an hour, and then we discuss for an hour, and we get so much nectar. And yeah, can't get enough of Prabhupada's books. Absolutely unbelievable. We need to get these out there. There's nothing like Prabhupada's books, is there? There's just nectar. Everything in there. It's just wow. It's mind blowing.
Mm. Yesterday we had Amrita Tatva Prabhu on from Wales, and he was saying that every single purport of Prabhupada's books is like a personal letter from Prabhupada to us. You know, I like that kind of. So it's like interesting if you're going out there to please Prabhupada and out of an act of gratitude, then he's obviously going to speak to you more often, isn't it, through the books? And
yeah, definitely. There's a verse that I constantly meditate on and it sort of helps me. It's Lord Rishabdev when he's teaching his sons, Canto 5:5-5:26. And he says, "My dear sons, you should not envy any living entity, be he moving or non-moving. Knowing that I am situated in them, you should offer respect to all of them at every moment. In this way, you offer respect to me." So knowing that everybody out there, Krishna is in them. So that's how we have to look at them.
And I feel like Sankirtan is a great way to practice that particular verse, you know, like it's a good meditation to have when you're out there. Is you just offer respects to everyone because they are a part of Krishna and Krishna's within them. And I think people can feel it then when you're in that consciousness and you're not seeing them as a body, you know, you're seeing them as a soul, as a part of Krishna. And then they'll reciprocate with you, because if you're, you know, walking around like a body and you're trying to interact with them as a body and you're asking them for their money, they're going to be like, no, this is mine. But if you're a soul and they're a soul, and all souls just want to serve, so it's like, hey, I'm a soul, you're a soul, and they're like, yeah, take my money, it's cool. It's like it completely changes the atmosphere. So that's a really nice verse for Sankirtan. Nice.
Yeah, it's so true. I mean, you know, we hear many times, your sadhana must be strong. And if you go out and your sadhana has been strong and you're just going out with one motive, which is just to help everybody, people can see that. You know, there's a connection which people can connect to. They know that, okay, this person is genuine. He's just out for my best interest. And when you speak to them, they really reciprocate.
Powerful. It's really nice to actually be doing Sankirtan in the right way, you know. You go out often now, because I know you've got a business, so it might be difficult to find time.
We have book tables on a Friday and Saturday. We do it slightly different. Obviously, we're quite new. We have a book table. We collect donations and give out books, and we have a few other devotees who go out and try and distribute books just away from the book table. But yeah, and then during the week, I'm just whoever I meet. Obviously, I do a lot for my business. You know, any customers that come in, I try and give them a book. Wherever I go, whoever I meet, whoever I see, whoever I'm in contact with, I just try and distribute books.
Nice. And that's the principle, isn't it? Get books. If you've got books on you, they're gonna find their people.
Well, exactly. You know? That's the main thing. You must carry books. If you haven't got any books on you, what can you give them?
Brilliant. Well, just to wrap it up, I was wondering, maybe there's someone listening who's they've got that resistance in their mind to like getting out and touching the pavement. You have a couple of words of encouragement just to get them out there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. Every day before I go out, excuse the pun, but I'm bricking it. So, but I just surrender to Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda, and all the other acharyas, and Srila Prabhupada, and just go out there saying, just touch the pavement, as my Guru Maharaj would say, and that's all you got to do, just touch the pavement.
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti